Okay mga kabanat 'no, na itong video na ito, napakaganda itong video na ito. Ito ay 'pag napanood ito ni Secretary Duque, uminit na naman yung ulo niya dito, eh. Dahil, ito yung gobernador na ang utak, talo pa si Secretary Duque. Talo talo pa. Si Gobernador Gwen Garcia kapagka mag-isip, wala sa kalingkingan itong si Secretary Duque. Si Secretary Doki pag-isip, iba puro numbers eh. Itong si Secretary Doki kasi pag nag-iisip, ang ginagawa, nagbibilang lang kung ilang nagkakasakit, ilang nawaan, ilang gumaling. Yun ang ginagawa eh. Wala tayong nakikita kagaya nitong ginagawa ni Gobernador Gwen Garcia na namimigay ng vitamins at sinasabi niya itong gamot na ito ay ang laging sinasabi, inumin niyo ito para lumakas ang inyong immune system at yung soob. Lagi niyang pinapayo. Pero, ang tanong ko, sa DOH may narinig ba kayong ganyan na mga sinasabi? Wala. Lagi nilang sinasabi, puro kagastusan. Yan ang nakikita ko. Dapat ang hiling ko dito, sana magkaroon ng investigasyon dito sa ginagawa nilang RT-PCR test. Yan ang sigaw ko na naman ngayon. Kasi tapos na tundong sigaw ko sa Iber na yun, ng gamot, tila yung mga congressman, tila wala din namang ginagawa. So, yan. Dito na naman ako sa RT-PCR test. Tila mayroong kababalaghan dito eh. Tila may karong kababalaghan dito. Mayroong kumikita dito. Kung gaano sanang ginawa ngayon ng mga Senado na pati yung pag-invest o pagbili ng face shield ay mayroong kababalaghan, titingnan din nila yung RT-PCR test na ito. Kung ano ba talaga yung kalidad na ito. Kasi ngayon, tingnan mo, 19,000 yung nagpositibo now sa tines nila. At mayroon silang 66,000 na tines. Tapos ang nagpositibo ay 19,000. So napakalaking porsyento yan, di ba? So ang gumaling ay 17,000. So sa tingin ko dito, mataas yung tines nila, mataas yung positibo nila, mataas din ang gumaling. So ibig sabihin, tines mo ako, nagpositibo ako ngayon, kinabukasan, parang sinabi mo na wala ka ng COVID. Parang nangyari, parang namasyal ka lang. Tapos mamaya wala ka ng parang nangyari, parang lang parang pa baga ang nangyaring test na yan. So dapat ayusin yan. Sa tingin ko mayroong kababalaghan talaga dyan sa RT-PCR test. Dapat ayusin yan. Dapat ayusin talaga yan. Nga lang mahirap kasi i-share yung mga video ng mga tao talagang may malasakit lalo yung ibang mga doktor. Kasi dahil nakakaano itong social media. Minsan kung nagsasabi ka ng totoo yung opinion mo at may totoo naman, ay nadidiskrasya ka. So panoorin nyo na ito mga kabanat, itong video ni Gobernador Gwen Garcia na dito makikita mo pahiya dito si Secretary Duque kung sa mga pananaw at pagharap dito sa pandemya na ito. May sabi nga ni Gobernador Gwen, hindi solusyon ang lockdown. Yan ay dagdag pahirap. So panoorin niyo ito mga kabanat.
Well, in closing, I think I've closed it already. Ganina, usbon na lang ni nako nga sama sa giingon ko bisag unsa pay akong atubangon ug giatubang. Kamo gihapon mga subuanon, mao'y akong prioridad. Ug paningkamutan nako ang tanan, kutob sa akong maabot. Kutob sa akong mahuna-hunaan, kutob sa akong mahimo. Nga labaw sa tanan ang inyong kaayuhan. Mao'y mo patigbabaw. Gikinahanglan ta magbalanse. Balansehon nato. Dunay hagit nining nagasaka nga mga kaso sa COVID-19 apan mismo ang Department of Health ug ang WHO na ang niingon dili usab solusyon ang pag-lockdown kay mas daghan pa hinuon ang maglisod. Kung mga undang ang trabaho, panginabuhi, mas daghan pa ang mga sakit. Kay wa nay klarong gikaon. Busa balansehon tani. Hangyoon ako matag usa kaninyo, mga pinalangga na kong subuanon. At timana ang inyong kaugalingon. Ayaw mo pagpabaya ug ayaw mo pagpasaya. Take care of yourselves. Gibalik-balik na nato. Liguna ang inyong resistensya. Daghan kayo paagi. O gibalik-balik tanan na. Kaya ra gyud. Dili kinahanglan nga mugastog dako. Mananom tag mga utanon, limonsito, mo inumta og duwaw, butangag limonsito, vitamin C na, magpainit ta, vitamin D na, o gusto gyud mo vitamins, gisubsidize na ni nato. Available ni sa mga lungsod ato ning giapod-apod. Subsidized ni sa province of Cebu. Bali ni usa ka buwan. Apan ang tanan nato ng mga frontliners libre. Lakip na karon ang atong mga drivers o konduktor.
I go, good afternoon. And just go from EB5. Clarification lang of, so if tuloy po ngayong araw yung start ng implementation natin of
Bukas. I believe the memo was suspended until August 25th. So by tomorrow, that is when the drivers will be checked whether they are wearing air purifiers. But we advanced the vitamins today, and I think most of them are already wearing air purifiers.
clarification lang po, meron ba tayong standard kung anong klase ng air purifier yung gagamitin? Kasi yung iba hindi nila alam kung tama ba yung nabili nila. Meron daw silang nabili ng 400.
I encouraged all of because it's really the operators that bought these air purifiers, and I encourage them to see to it that they will buy from suppliers that carry warranty on the purifier itself, and to test it, because I would not also go so far as to dictate them on what brand to purchase. That's for them. It's always a matter of choosing what is a good quality air purifier.
Okay. No more? No question? You can address your questions after the live. Wala na sila yung question ko. Kunya na lang after sa live. So in closing,
Yes, Dale.
Vitamins go.
Yeah.
Good for 30 days na sila for all the PUV drivers.
Yes.
Regardless
For all of right now, we are distributing in the north and south bus terminals for all of the public transport drivers that are using our terminals. However, we also met a few days ago with the operators of the modern jeepneys, and we are taking down the names because we are also including them, since they are also frontliners. I had asked these modern jeepneys that are largely air conditioned to please open up for ventilation, and they are willing to let their drivers, wear these air purifiers. So we will also be distributing to the modern jeepneys.
So regardless if they wear the air purifier, they'll be given the vitamins.
No, this is the incentive. That is why
Okay.
earlier, I think they were already, because they thought today would be the implementation. All of them were wearing already. So we are incentivizing it. This is the good way to incentivize, not to offer huge sums para i-declare nga COVID, so that you will have big collection. As I've been saying again and again, boost your immune system. Well, I think this is the first province that's putting its money where its mouth is by distributing free vitamins and subsidized vitamins. So, Ms. Pansoy, it's subsidized. And I am not only focused on air purifiers and tuob. Dili tuob. Steam inhalation.
included man ang conductors na aside sa driver.
Yes, including the conductors. Now, every bus has at least 2 drivers because they're on shift and 2 conductors. So we are including the conductors because they're also always on the bus. They are just as exposed. Well, even the DOH has already said that prolonged lockdowns don't work. We just need to find that proper balance. And if we are to put it in proper context, Cebu province certainly does not rank as among the top 10 with highest incidence per 100,000. To think that with a population of 3,200,000, with 44 municipalities and 6 component cities, Cebu province ranks number 33 with an incidence of 169 per 100,000 compared to the number 1 ranking province of Apayao, which has an incidence of 613 cases per 100,000. That is, I believe, the proper, fair, just, and equitable way of looking at figures and analyzing figures. Today's headline in the Freeman states that Cebu province has the most deaths. Again, without putting into proper context exactly how does the number relate to the population. Remember, while other cities have populations of 600,000 or 900,000, the province has thrice that number at 3,200,000. And so we once again, using DOH figures from the Department of Health as of August 24, 2021, we ranked the provinces and cities in accordance with the incidence, meaning the number of cases per 100,000, because that really is the proper way to go. Mortality man na. Ano nga rin? That is how cases have always been determined. Severity of a disease has always been determined since time immemorial in the medical field. The seriousness of a disease is always determined in accordance with incidence to population. And so, what is the ranking here? In the top ranked provinces and cities, the city of San Juan, with total deaths at 205 and a population of 122,886, ranks number 1. What is the mortality per 100,000? It's 166.8. How do you get this? Total deaths divided by population. Cebu City ranks next with total deaths at 1,123 and a population of 922,611. That gives you a mortality rate per 100,000 of 121.7. The city of Pasig ranks number 3, 785 total deaths vis-a-vis a population of 755,300 or 103.9 deaths per 100,000. This is followed by Baguio City, the city of Makati, Mandaue City at number 6, the city of Valenzuela, City of Santiago, Iloilo City, City of Mandaluyong, Pasay City, City of Manila, City of Malabon, Marikina, then Lapu-Lapu City, with deaths at 296 and a population of 408. That gives you a mortality rate of 72.5 per 100,000. Followed by Navotas, Pateros, the entire Cebu Island, with total deaths at 3,094 and a total population of 4,919,667 gives you a mortality rate of 62.9 per 100,000. Next is Bacolod, Benguet, Quezon City, Olongapo, Caloocan, Davao City, Mountain Province, Bataan, and Cebu. Per POH data of 1,624. PHO data of 1,624. Remember, this also includes those that died of diabetes, heart disease, brain trauma caused by motor vehicular accidents, sepsis, community-acquired pneumonia, and others. We took the whole number of 1,624. This ranks Cebu at number 27, with deaths at 49.6 per 100,000 in a population of 3,276,437. However, if we were to focus on our data with the incidental findings at 711, meaning these deaths were COVID incidental. They died. The primary cause of death is other cause, and except COVID, but when swab, they were found to be COVID positive. This is 711, as I previously presented to you. In the province of Cebu, at 711 deaths, that's 21.7 deaths per 100,000. But if we were really to focus on the pure COVID deaths, as I previously also presented to you, based on the death certificate, as the immediate cause of death, COVID, this is 398 deaths. In a population of 3.2 million, that would give you a 12.1 death per 100,000. To give you a sense of scale and proportion. But yet, if you read this, Cebu province has most deaths, you'd think that everyone is already dying in the province of Cebu. If anyone has any sense of fairness, especially in journalism, which actually, especially when reflected in screaming headlines, has so much effect on the public, then I just hope that next time the writers would acquire a sense of fairness, a sense of scale, and a sense of proportion. We have all of this data. You may validate it. You may confirm it yourself. And all of these data are available. A simple confirmation with the province might perhaps have enlightened, might perhaps have educated the writers further. So that is my answer to these 2 days of incessant, misplaced focus on just figures alone, as far as the province is concerned. And now, I am aware that there are those that keep on just attacking our stand on tuob. No, not tuob, because people get, ballistic. Steam inhalation and the air purifier, forgetting the fact that we have long advocated a two-pronged approach for those that are truthful enough, stop peddling half-truths and blatant lies. We have advocated a two-pronged approach. One is the use of science and technology, and therefore we are pushing for the use of air purifiers with HEPA filters and personal air purifiers as an added defense on top of all the masks that you want to wear and all the face shields, which we have been doing for a year and a half. Surely, we continue to have these cases. If this alone could give an additional 10%, why don't we use that to help ourselves? But you see, I have not only been talking about toob and air purifiers, Ms. Ruby Pansoy. You think that was all I've been advocating? When we talked about boosting the immune system, and it's part of all my EOs, even from as far back as EO 20 and 20-A dated last year when we reopened tourism subject to very strict protocols. We included in there the health regimen. Health regimen meaning give your body has that first line of defense. Boost your immune system in order to protect yourself from COVID-19 or any other disease for that matter. And that is why, since the beginning of this year, we have been distributing vitamins to all of our frontliners, to over 55,000 barangay health workers, barangay tanods, daycare workers, barangay nutrition scholars, all of our barangay officials, our traffic enforcers, our emergency responders, and all that are actually out there in the front lines, including the PNP. Well, this morning, we started distributing to all of our drivers and conductors of all of our public transports, buses, minibuses, this vitamin pack for free. This is 1 month supply, 30 capsules of vitamin C with zinc, 30 tablets of vitamin B complex, and 30 capsules of calcium with vitamin D3. We have started distributing to all of our drivers and conductors who are now wearing air purifiers. As an incentive for them to continue wearing these air purifiers, we are giving these vitamin packs for free. In the same way that we are also distributing these to all of our frontliners for free. For the general public, we will be subsidizing this vitamin pack. Again, with vitamin C plus zinc, vitamin B complex, and calcium with D3. We are very transparent. The actual cost of this is 192.30, 1 month supply. We are subsidizing almost 11% of that. So from 192.30, the public can buy this at 172.50 for 1 month's supply of vitamins. Even as we continue to advocate healthful living, as we encourage people to exercise, to go out and smell fresh mountain air and fresh sea air, to go to the sea because saline is good for you. Even as we continue to advocate healthful eating through our Sugbusog program, asking our households, puroks, barangays, and local government units to plant vegetables for home consumption or for additional income once the harvest goes beyond the household need. So this is what we are doing in the province of Cebu. I thought that I would take this opportunity to go live because half-truths or blatant lies that are peddled incessantly soon get to be accepted as truths. Was it Goebbels who said, "Repeat a lie incessantly and soon people will believe you"? Well, I would like to think that the Cebuanos are better than that. That they are not as gullible as some people would want them to be. Mga pinalangga, ug binati kong mga Cebuanon, ilabi na sa probinsya sa Subo, kalauman ninyo nga nagpadayon ta, bisan pa man sa tanang pag-uyog, tanang mga unos nga akong giatubang. Magpadayon ako, pag-alagad kaninyo kay inyo man kong gipili. Inyo ma akong gisangunan ni ining dakong responsibilidad nga magtan-aw kung unsaon nato pag-atubang kining dakong hagit karon. Dili lamang ang probinsya ang nagatubang, kung dili ang uban usab nga mga syudad, ang ubang mga probinsya, gani ang tibuok kalibutan. Sa sunod nga higayon nga magpakita ta unta og mga figuras maayo tingali unta nga ato sad hinumduman kung unsa og pila kadaghan ang probinsya sa Subo. Put it scale and proportion. That is the fair, just, and equitable way to go. And that is the Cebuano way. Dinhin na lang kutob. Salamat sa inyong pagpaminaw. Dunay mga pangutana.
So yan mga kabanat, no, maraming salamat ko sa sa panonood nyo at yan, napakaganda itong diskusyon ni Gobernador Gwen Garcia, kung saan makikita natin na lahat ng sinasabi niya ay may punto, lalo na doon. Kung gusto niyo panood talaga mga kabanat ang video na ito, no, pwede niyo puntahan yung Gobernador Gwen Garcia sa Facebook. Makikita niyo doon yung discussion niya kasi inahambing niya na tila itong Cebu ay pinag-iinitan ng mga media, mainstream media, parang itong dinadown kasi only si Governor Gwen Garcia lang na may kakaibang protocol na hindi niya sinusunod itong IATF na ang IATF na Nograles na yan, na siya yung pahirap din, di rin nag-iisip. Iwan ko bakit kasi si President Duterte ang pinaglalagay dyan ng mga head ng IATF, yung mga taong wala namang karanasan, di ba? Bakit hindi nila i-appoint itong mga kagaya nila ni Doc Agbayani? Bakit hindi nila i-appoint dyan? Di ba? Maraming mga doktor dyan na matitino. Bakit hindi nila i-appoint? Ba't yung boxing si Sir Galvez? Ano ba si Galvez? Doktor ba yan? Si Nograles? Ano ba yan? Bakit sila yun namumuno? Di ba? Parang malabo dapat related doon sa issue na yan, sa medical. Di ba yung pinaglalagay kung sino-sino? Di ba? Yan ay napakalaking Kaya ngayon, tingnan mo nangyayari. Pag inilagay mo kasi walang utak, halimbawa ako, ilagay mo ako dyan, karpintero ako, ilagay mo ako dyan sa doktor ilagay mo ako dyan sa larangan ng gamot. Pag sinabihan ako na inumin mo yung muriatic acid, kung hindi ko naman alam yun, inumin ko. Parang ganun nangyari. Kaya kung anong sasabihin doon sa namumuno, ala, perma, sige, perma, dahil baka sasabihin, ay wala namang alam yan. Example, kay President Duterte, sinabi naman ni President Duterte, wala sang alam. Kahit anong sabihin na nakapakalibot sa kanya, oo ng oo, dahil walang alam. Yan ang mahirap. Dapat mayroong isang tao na matino talaga na nag-handle dyan, na malawak yung isip. Hindi yung parang walang alam, nadidiktahan. Kumbaga, madaling sabi, parang nauuto-uto. Diba? Nakita natin yung IATF since 18 months na ang ginagawa nila. hanggang yung strategy nila paulit-ulit. Parang ginagawa nila, recycle yung kanyang ano. So, ano ang nangyayari sa atin? Hanggang lockdown na lang? Test ng test kayo, lockdown ng lockdown. Ang tanong ko talaga, dapat imbestigahan ito kung sinong kumikita dito sa artist na ito eh. Kung sino nag-i-invest dyan. Mamaya, baka yung Okta Research nag-i-invest dyan eh, kasi sila nagpe-predict eh. Di ba? Napakalaking pera kasi yung ano eh, yung test na test, napakalaki, 1.5. Yung iba, 3,000. Eh, napakalaking pera. Imagine mo, 60,000 times 1,000. Magkano na yan? Million. Di ba? Napakalaking pera. Napakalaking pera ang kinikita ng mga ano, dapat maimbestigahan talaga ito. Mayroon talagang anomalya diyan, lalo na dito sa ginawang test na yan. Baka mamaya tama yung sinabi ng ilang mga doktor. Hindi ko na kasi ma-share eh. Kasi tinanggal ko kasi warning eh, na talagang mayroong mali dito sa pang-test na ito. Nakakaano lang. Mayroon talagang mali diyan at dapat matingnan yan mabuti na lalo na madinig dyan sa Kongreso o Senado para mabusisiin para matigil na yan, kagaya ng sa PhilHealth natigil na yung nabisto yung kabalastugan nila. Ganon din sana dyan, kasi pag hindi nyo ginawa ng aksyon yan, hanggang kailan tayo? Makikita nyo talagang realidad eh. Ano bang epektibo? Dapat mag-isip yung mga congressman natin eh. Ano ba itong pang test ng test na ito? Ito ba talaga totoo, epektibo? Bakit ganyang kataas yung positibo? Ganyang kataas at ganyan lang ang tines nila. Ganyang kataas ng positibo, kahit kinalaunan sasabihin na positibo ka, kinalaunan gumaling ka na naman. Parang talagang dapat tingnan talaga mabuti yan. Mamaya parang ginagawa nila ginagamit na lang nila yan para kumita ng malaking halaga, malaking pera, o baga sa madaling sabi, pinagkapirahan nila itong pandemya na ito. Hindi talaga maiwasan yan dahil alam naman natin yung big pharma o yung mga nagbibinta ng gamot, hindi naman papayag yan. Ito nga ang pinakamagusto nilang panahon ngayon dahil mabinta yung kanilang gamot eh. Kaya kumikita sila talaga ngayon sa panahon natin yun dahil ang gamot, yun naman ang negosyo nila eh. Sino bang nagtitinda na ayaw kumita? Sino bang negosyante na ayaw gusto kumita? Itong panahon na ito talagang gumagawa ng paraan. Maaari nga kontrolin nila ito hanggang matagal pa dahil gusto nilang kumita ng malaki. Kaya nakikita ko dito mga kabanat, itong bakulaw, kaya hindi sila nag-iisip ng gamot. Gusto nila kasi tusukan tayo lahat eh. Pagkatapos na tusukan ng lahat, mag-iisip na naman yan. Sige rin, magbo-booster tayo, another pera, kwarta. Booster na naman, kwarta. Pagkatapos ng booster, doon na sila mag-iisip ng gamot. So ito, meron naman tayo gamot. Another bigay na naman sa atin. Yun ang strategy nakikita ko ditong gagawin nila. Ayaw nilang isabay ngayon dahil baka mapurnada yung tusok itong bakulaw. Kasi halimbawa ngayon, isasabay nila yung gumagawa sila ng gamot, baka hindi na tayo matusukan kasi may gamot. Yan ang nakikita ko dito mga kabanat. So yan ang aking opinion mga kabanat. Maraming salamat.